Welcome to your daily dose of astrological insight and inspiration for Monday, the 16th of September 2024. I'm intuitive evolutionary astrologer Crystal, the crystalline priestess. Now, without further ado, let's get into the vibes of the day. So, wow. Today, Monday, welcome to the new week. We have Mars square the nodes. Huzzah. This feels like a really strong day with Lilith conjunct the South Node at the same time as we're having this Venus coming into her opposition with Chiron at the same time as Mars is square the nodes between Cancer, Aries and Libra. This is a day where it feels like we could be having fights with our partners. We could be having just relationships are higgledy-piggledy. Relationships are all over the place. Things feel messy. Things feel messy today. Things feel uncomfortable. We have the Queen of Wands coming out, but they also feel sexy. And that's something that I was going to say too. When I was getting into this energy for today, and because I film all these readings like well ahead, I film them on a Friday, the week ahead. So when we're getting into this, I love doing these readings and then like listening to them back and being like, oh my God, cool. So today is going to be one of those days where we are feeling confident, and I like that. I feel like we're feeling confident and courageous because we are having to deal with some really weird stuff when it comes to our partnerships and our relationships and the people that have been around us. The moon is in Aquarius today, and you know, he's moving towards Pisces where we are going to have an eclipse. So we're really feeling this really powerful eclipse. The moon is waxing, it's getting bigger, it's getting brighter, it's getting stronger. We are just feeling where our emotions are really coming to a head over the next few days over this eclipse. So it feels as though Mars is a day where the emotions start to build and they start to gain and grow momentum. Mars square the nodes, and I spoke to this briefly in my Instagram stories last week, but I talked about it being a wake-up call as to where you've been victimizing yourself. Where, and with Lilith being there, you know, where have you been taking yourself down rabbit holes thinking that things should look easier or that they should be easier? Where have you been judging yourself as well, or maybe where you think you don't look good enough, maybe you don't feel sexy enough? It feels as though this is a day where if you're on the right side of this energy, you are going to be feeling divine. You're going to be feeling sexy. You're going to be feeling raunchy. You're going to be moving that body and spending time with a hottie. You know, we have the lovers at the bottom of the deck. So this is definitely a day that could be feeling really passionate, really heated, really spicy, really sexy. You know, maybe you're going on a date. Feels like there's a real opportunity for healing that's coming in as well. With Venus being in opposition with Chiron, for some of us this is going to be a big ego issue with our partners, but for a lot of us it's also going to be a really beautiful, strong healing opportunity because we're able to, with the King of Cups in reverse, we're able to emotionally be there for our partner. We're able to emotionally listen to them. This is about being there emotionally. The King of Cups in reverse is someone who is not emotionally mastered, or they haven't mastered their emotions just yet. You know, a King of Cups in reverse is someone who, and then we have the Page of Pentacles come out in reverse as well with it, is someone who is only just newly on the path of dealing with their emotions. Someone who's only just new on the path to experiencing deep emotions, you know. Page of Pentacles in the reverse is almost like the seed has not been planted yet. We haven't been able to fully emotionally understand what it is that we've been moving through recently. And so it feels as though this feels like Monday is a day with this Mars square the nodes. This is a day to get really clear on our personal issues. You know, that's what this Mars square the nodes is. This is a personal issue, is reaching a resolution, with the Knight of Pentacles being at the bottom of the deck and the Seven of Wands underneath that. This is about us needing to be, you know, sovereign in our intentions, sovereign in where it is that we're going in our direction. It's not about, with the Lilith South Node connection, Venus being opposing Chiron, but also still being in the same sign as Lilith and the South Node in Libra. This is us not getting caught up in the aesthetic, not getting caught up in the way we think things should look, or in the way people have told us that we should look, or the where we should be at. This is not about showing up to an ideal or an image that somebody else has presented for you. This is about, with Mars being in Cancer, deciding for yourself, and with, you know, it moving towards this really strong opposition that we're going to have with Pluto coming into the end of the year. We are needing to really level up and evolve into people who can deal with our shit emotionally. This is the entire collective having to grow up. We have the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck with the Three of Pentacles now coming out. So it's a really important day today to be understanding where working with other people, collaborating with the people around us, collaborating and connecting with the people around us are going to help us to move forward and help us to move on. But for some of us as well, it feels as though this is a day where it's like, don't be going back to an ex. Don't be going back and doing something, you know, 8 of Cups. Don't do something foolish by walking backwards, because Lilith and the South Node together is about being illusioned by what was in the past, thinking that the past was better than the present. So with the square with the nodes today, it feels as though there could be this pull, like maybe if I go back to my past, I'll find something there that I missed before. And so with the moon being in Aquarius, it's about keeping that trajectory pointed towards the future. It's not about going back into the past. You know, the moon isn't in Pisces yet. It's not in this energy of us going back and sifting and searching through our subconscious energy. It's about us at the moment looking forward and looking towards where it is that we're going, because we need to deal with some wounded aspects of ourselves. So let's get an archetype card. We have, no, I don't want to pick that. I just grabbed the fucking first card at the top of the thing. What is wrong with me? I'm feeling, you know what? My hands are a little bit, I'm feeling a little bit flustered with my grabbing of cards. Like I don't know where I'm going quite. So I feel like there's a feeling of maybe flusteredness today, or just a confusion. We have Virgin coming out with the Femme Fatale. There is like some seriously sexy energy coming through. I don't know if there's like maybe even a sex scandal that's going to come out in the media or something. But it just must be for all of us. We are dealing with like this erotic energy that's coming in on Monday. And I think that that's a Mars square, because Mars is, you know, it's kind of like sex, but it's not Scorpio sort of sex. It's like sex drive. It's like motivation, desire sort of thing. It's when you really desire something. So there is this almost erotic desire. And now we have the Virgin and the Femme Fatale coming out, which is so strange. It's literally such a dichotomy of an energy. So I feel as though this might be us moving through two different versions of ourselves, and that's what this energy of like North Node Aries and South Node Libra is. And with Mars being in Cancer, it's kind of like, well, we're needing to empathize and to, you know, understand that we might be holding ourselves safe inside a shell. Maybe we're acting as the Virgin, but we're actually the Femme Fatale. You know, this is about us needing to own who we really are. If you are someone who wants to do something or who enjoys the erotic side of life but who hides it, maybe it's time to start thinking that, or considering you don't need to hide it. Maybe you need to start accepting that like there's a different group of people or a different value that other people you can express with other people that doesn't have to be the way that you're known for. You know, it's about accepting the differences in ourselves and the differences in our partners and the differences around us and the differences in the world. So the Femme Fatale archetype says, highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. The shadow attributes is an inappropriate use of sensuality and an attachment to money and power. And Mars is power, you know, that sort of energy. So him being in a square, him being in his most hated sign, detriment of Cancer, it's about not getting your, you know, attachments in disarray, not focusing on the wrong thing, not taking action towards the wrong thing, not doing the wrong things sort of thing. You know, like this is giving me, like this is two totally different energies. Like this Virgin she's covering herself up, like she's hiding. And this Femme Fatale is about being open and is literally like the opposite. She's almost like too open in some ways. And so it's really a day on Monday where it feels like trying to like not sabotage ourselves and be on the balance between doing the right thing and doing the thing that feels good at the same time, doing the thing that feels exciting, doing the thing that feels like it's going to move us forward. It's about forward momentum. It's about actually getting one foot in front of the other and in a way that we haven't been able to let ourselves engage upon before, because this is personal. It's personal stuff. So we all have personal issues that are really coming up today that is asking for us. But how this says opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. So it's about not feeling like you, you know, are rejected. If someone isn't giving you what it is that you wanted or what it is that you expected, this is a day where you could either get really upset about it or you could get really crazy about it, you know? Or you could just use that as an opportunity to help you master your own emotions, to help you master your own sense of value and worth. With the Virgin archetype, we have maintaining the symbolic purity of heart and spirit. The shadow attribute is a fear of intimate union. So this is definitely a day. There is a fear about our relationships coming through. Maybe some of us are afraid of our partners leaving us. Maybe we're afraid of our partners going on this new adventure. It feels as though, or just people close to us going on a new adventure. Maybe it feels like we're isolated. Maybe it feels like we don't have enough people around us. It's going to be different for absolutely everyone. But basically, with the Samaritan archetype coming out, it's about, refines your capacity to help those that you would prefer to ignore. It's about not ignoring yourself anymore, not ignoring the people around you either. It's about being a Samaritan to yourself, being a Samaritan to the people around you, not, the shadow attribute is an exacting appreciation and recognition for the help that you offer. It's wanting to be seen for being such a good person, or being seen for this high moral person or something, or being seen for this image that is not actually you. And that's what that is. It's an image. So it's about actually being, refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. It's about actually being who you say you are. And it's about those who you actually want to be in service to. And with the moon being in Aquarius, it is about listening to the other people that are around you and not just making it all about yourself, not making it all about the aesthetic and the way that you want things to be or the way that things were in the past. You can't expect the past to give you anything anymore. The past is gone. It is dead. We literally have Pluto, this eclipse that's coming in, our last Piscean eclipse, with Pluto being in Capricorn, and when Pluto moved into Capricorn, we had a Pisces eclipse. So this is the closing out of this 16-year chapter. So the closing out of the past 16 years in relationships as well, and partnerships, and that's really coming in on Monday. So we're really going to be seeing on Monday what we're going to be dealing with over this eclipse, my love. So I'm going to leave this reading there. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you resonated. Do give this video a like if you fucked with it. Let me know in the comments what's going on with you. How are you feeling over these transits? How was your weekend? How are you feeling coming into this eclipse? What has been going on for you? All that sort of stuff. If you feel like sharing, if you want to book a personal tarot or astrology reading with me, you can do that down below through the link to my link tree. I would like to thank your angels, your ancestors, your higher self, your spirit guides, all the beautiful benevolent beings that are surrounding you and I in all moments, for allowing me to receive and to deliver this fabulous message to you. Make sure you check out your channeled songs, the daily horoscopes, the eclipse reading, and anything in between. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.